Hi y'all, greetings. It's been a long time since I've done a video. I didn't really want to do this video, to be honest, but I have been feeling very convicted to come back out here, so here I am. So hi, if you actually remember me, some of you might. I think a few of you do, because some of you message me regularly and are still friends with me. However, for those of you who haven't met me, my name is Eleanor. I go by Radically for Jesus here on YouTube. My channel is predominantly a Titus 2 focused channel for other Christian ladies. I'm not going to fuss with putting up an introduction, music and all of that right now. Tonight you just get me. I confess I haven't felt like it, and it is nothing against anybody on here. It has been mostly time, life, and just things and stuff, as my kids like to say. I just really haven't felt the mental energy to come back out and do YouTube like I used to do. A lot of things have changed since I have done a video. I honestly don't remember when I have last done one. It's been at least 2 or 3 years, maybe longer. I know that it was living in this house when we moved here in 2020, and I had done a few videos here, but I don't think it was very many before. It just felt too busy. In the last year, my mama got sick. She actually passed away. Well, technically it's been a little bit over a year ago, but we had a couple years leading up to that where we were making a lot of extra trips, trying to check on her. She wasn't feeling good, and then she ended up moving in with us, which was such a blessing to have her here for the time that she was, and it unfortunately was very short. We had no idea that it was going to be so short. She moved in with us around a Thanksgiving time frame, and then by February of the next year she was already gone. We didn't realize that was going to happen quite so quickly. COPD was ultimately the cause, but she had gotten sick and had pneumonia, and of course with the weakened lungs it pretty much, she just didn't hold up with that. But she went from the time of being on hospice, it was like a week and a half. It was very, very short, but thankfully she had a very peaceful passing. I can't say that about a lot of the deaths I've witnessed in my life, but I can say Mom did. That has been hard, the prospect to even talk about that, but it was very, very close to my mama. Driving force in my life and who I am was my mama. So I won't lie, that's all had a big effect on me, and definitely delayed any plans I had for returning out here to doing videos. Homeschool, that has certainly been something that slowed me down, though I do think that's getting a good bit better. Homeschool wise, this right now is my last week with my 18-year-old. We are going to graduate him at the end of this week officially. Might need a little therapy over that thought. I cannot believe that we're here with him on that, but we are. It is time. Big changes there. My 14-year-old is still working and doing her thing, but she's obviously a lot more independent now, so the homeschool time is getting a lot easier to deal with, but it still takes a good bit of time. There's a young fella been helping out tutor, so that's kind of added to the bucket too. Etsy, I still do a fair good chunk with my Etsy. I'll probably leave the link below if you're interested. Check that out. One cool thing is my daughter has started to add to the store. She's making these crocheted bells. I do all the sewed ones, but she's got a couple crocheted ones out there, so if you like that style, you would tickle her if you put some likes on that for her. What else is going on? Yeah, predominantly homeschool, the Etsy stuff, and then the housewife stuff, being a mom, just normal life, really. Nothing crazy. I spent a lot of extra time last year teaching my 18-year-old to drive. We delayed a little bit because of the way the laws were here in Ohio. We were trying to get around having to pay for really expensive driver's ed because we didn't really need for him to get his license or anything right away. So what we did, we're like, well, if you can wait till you're 18 and bypass that, we'll just teach him ourselves. So I spent a lot of time on the road doing that with him. So that was a whole new lesson, and losing some control on my own issues there of sitting in the passenger seat. Yeah, that is different. Didn't expect that to be so challenging, but praise God, so far so good. He's doing really good with it. He hasn't had any major troubles, so I'm thankful for that. Hopefully that continues. He has a little part-time job at our local Wendy's, and he drives back and forth to that. So far so good with that, but definitely a different challenge for Mama here. My little baby birds are growing up, and I don't know how I feel about that. So anyway, that has all, yeah, having babies and growing up and doing the thing. All moms are busy, right? Whether your babies are little or whether they're older, it's just part of life. But I do feel that impending, I know it's probably not going to be a lot longer that it'll be that way. I did know that I needed to get back out here and start doing the videos. I've been filling the pool for a while, I won't lie, but there's, I don't know, I suppose spiritual battles in that too, if you think about it. It often crosses my mind, well, why does anybody want to hear you? What do you have to say? What are you saying that everybody else isn't always saying, or they have better videos than you do, or their thoughts are far more organized than yours will ever be? Lots of things. They look nicer, they're less irritating to listen to, you name it. I think all the thoughts, but to be frank, I think a lot of people do that, and a lot of people have those battles. But for better or worse, I am coming back out. I cannot promise a speed in which I will be out here, because I simply don't know. Last week in church, I felt the slaps hard. Both the Sunday school and the service just felt like they were talking directly to me on this. It's like, you need to be doing this. This is your duty. Do your Titus 2 thing. Get back out there. You're an introvert, and you don't meet a lot of other people in real life, and this is a mission I've given you, and you need to be doing it. So here I am. I can't promise wonderful things, but I do have a list. I've worked on that list for quite a while as I felt that pull of things that I want to talk about, or things as I've heard, and topics that came to my heart, and it's like, you need to do a video on that. You need to talk about that. You need to share some thoughts, or this particular thing really bothers me, or you know how that goes. So I have a list of topics I want to try to run through. Just for a spoiler alert, I can tell you one that has got me several times, and I'm like, I'm gonna do a video about that. And it's gossip. How are we doing on the gossip front? And I will tell you, the thing that keeps tripping me on that is all of the posts about Candace Owens and Erica Kirk. I think we housewives need a little something better to do with our time. Just saying. So that's your little snippet of a preview. If you want to make a short of that, that's where my brain's at on that. So anyway, coming back out here, you're gonna see more of me, whether you like it or not. Does that sound like a threat? Probably. Anyway, I am back. I will be posting videos. I probably will not take a ton of time to make the editing fancy on them, or not that I ever really did, but I'm probably not going to put intros and do anything too foofy with it. I have that other channel. I don't think I ever deleted it, the Needles and Saws. I don't know that I'm going to bring that back out there for time constraints, at least not right now. Less likely to do that one, because honestly the only real reason I'm back out here right now is that call of faith that I feel to be that Titus 2 wife and older lady. Yeah, I'm getting older. I'm 48 now, so for better or worse, I know there's people older than me with a lot more wisdom than me, but I also know that there's a lot of people younger too, so is what it is. If you want to hear me out and hear the future videos, hang with me, subscribe if you haven't, or don't, whatever floats your boat. But whatever you do, have a very blessed day.